Because of sub 2, I was able to buy my latest fix and flip and make over $70,000 in net profits. Yes, that's right, $70,000, guys. And have the other sub 2 student walk away with a finder's fee of $36,000. That's right, $36,000. Best part yet, we end up helping the seller get out of a bad, sticky situation, foreclosure, and create a win-win-win for all parties involved. Welcome to 1904 Maple Shade Lane. I'm gonna teach you guys everything that happened in this deal, so let's get into it now. You guys should be joining a community of like-minded individuals like sub 2. The link is in the description below. It's the first link in the description below, so make sure you guys click on that. And I'll do something really crazy that I don't normally do. I'm gonna provide you with 2 free one-on-one coaching calls with me for an hour. So make sure you guys click the first link in the description below and let me know once you guys sign up so I can put you on the right track. All right, guys, let's jump into the meat and potatoes of this freaking project. First, I'm gonna be going over how I got this deal. Second thing is the numbers. What are the numbers? Meaning, how many days did it take me from start to finish to complete this project? Second is, how much money did I spend on the actual renovations of this project? And third, how much money did you make, Phil? And then lastly, I'll be going over the learning lessons that I end up getting from this project. But first, let's take a tour of the before and afters of the exterior and interior of this property so you guys can see all the hard work that was put into this property. Here's some updates that we ended up making on the exterior of the property. As you guys see in the before and afters, we painted the whole house, the whole front of the house. We added a brand new roof, and then we trimmed back the tree branches that were overhanging the house because that's a liability for the buyers. The insurance company are gonna say something about that, so I might as well take that out in the beginning. We wrapped the metal columns that you see here in the front with PVC, making it waterproof, and then we added a nice handrail because if you have more than 3 steps, then that needs a handrail based on Virginia code here. We added a storm door in the front of the house. We kept the existing one, we painted the existing door, and then we added a light fixture right there. And then we updated the electrical fixtures, the GFCI outlets on the side, in the front of the house, and then update the hose bib. And as you see, there is a little outline of it, but mulched the front and then added seasonal plants. On the right side of the house, we actually added a brand new storm door for the side of the house and a new door. And then we dressed up the damaged rot around the door frame. We actually removed all the vegetation on the side of the house, as you can see in the previous one. And then we added a new light fixture. At the back of the house, we added a brand new HVAC system. We cleaned up a lot of the debris vegetation around the house too as well. There was a tree growing out of here, removed that tree, and then we added brand new decking boards, new railing, new pickets on the deck. There's a lot of a wire mess here that was kind of everywhere. We cleaned that up. As you can see, it's kind of wrapped over there. Added a brand new storm door, a light fixture, and then we also cleaned up the vegetation just around the deck and alongside of the house over here on the right hand side as you're viewing it. And then in the back, we trimmed a lot of the mahogany tree down so we have a clear path towards the carport, and then cleaned a lot of the trash that was in the carport itself, as far as like trash and debris and then vegetation along the fence. And then we also, you guys can't see it, but we actually we actually put a vapor barrier in the crawl space, and we treat for fungus and mold in that crawl space, and we add new insulation. So we did a lot of work in there. So let's go into the inside. Okay, we're jumping inside the house here in the living room. We kept the existing door, we refinished the door, and as you can see from the before and after photos, that this is a completely 9-day difference. They had a ceiling fan above here, but we changed it all out to recessed lights. We refinished the floors, took out all the trash and debris in here, and then removed a lot of the stains that we end up seeing based on just poor living conditions. And the first bedroom here, it's a 9-day difference. It was totally disgusting and filthy in here. And we added everything brand new in here. Painted the walls, added new light fixtures. As you can see, the ceiling fan. We changed up the outlets and the switches. And then we added new trim in the bedroom. And also new door handles Then heading into, well, let's go into the bedrooms first. And then this whole hallway was like really messy and kind of disgusting looking. We added 2 recessed lights, one on each side of the attic pull down. And then heading into the bedroom here, this bedroom was full of trash and debris, as you get to see on the screen right here. We dressed it all up. You know, we did the same thing as bedroom number 1, painted the walls, added new electrical fixtures, and then refinished the floors, as you guys can see. And then heading into the bathroom here, this bathroom is a complete transformation from night and day. This whole thing was basically disgusting. It was basically rotted floors, but we dressed all of that in our rehab, added a brand new vanity, a new mirror light fixture, and then new toilet, new tile, and then this wall right here was going into the master bathroom, but we ended up closing that wall off and then creating its own separate bathroom, and then having an amazing tile shower in here with a brand new fiberglass tub, new fixtures, plumbing fixtures, a nice recessed niche in the shower, and then a recessed light. And then as you can see here, this is the light vanity mirror setup. It looks amazing. So a huge transformation. And then in the master bedroom, there was kind of mold growing everywhere in here. I don't see how people could live in mold, but living conditions are living conditions. We end up changing all of this. Night and day difference, same kind of touch up and refinish as the other bedrooms. In the bathroom in here, we did a whole new change of layout. As you can clearly see, it's completely different. There was no shower in here before. We added a shower to maximize the ARVs, and the shower is pretty big compared to the size of the bathroom. As you can see here, new light fixtures, LED mirror lights. I love those. They add so much value. And then a vanity that we end up adding in here. This vanity right here was actually at the end of the corner. This toilet was actually towards the corner of there. You guys can see a photo of that on screen here, but we tiled the floors, tiled the shower, added a recessed light, and then plumbing fixtures are brand new. And then we added a nice little niche in here. This is a 36-inch standing shower. Then we got a nice window to have natural light inside. We added brand new accessories, towel holders, etc. This is the bathroom. Then let's jump into the kitchen. So let's jump into the dining room first instead of the kitchen. I end up removing a lot of the stuff that was in here. We did very basic stuff. We painted the walls and we finished the floors, and then we added this beautiful light fixture that's here, and then changed out all the electrical outlets and switches. Okay, and then finally in the kitchen here, one of my favorite parts of this particular project, I actually wanted to salvage a lot of the existing cabinets, but it just wasn't feasible due to the fact of the condition of how it turned out to be. So I end up buying brand new cabinets and redoing everything in here and then turning everything to white, because everything looks more beautiful as a white kitchen, in my opinion. Added 5 recessed lights in here, right? And having soft close cabinets, and then stainless steel appliances for the dishwasher, the stove, and then the microwave. I did not buy a refrigerator because I want people to actually pick out their own refrigerators. One sink with a nice faucet and a beautiful large window to let in natural light. But this kitchen, it turned out to be very, very nice. I completely enjoy this kitchen. Looks very beautiful. Tile floors all the way through the utility room. In the utility room, we definitely changed out a lot of components. This was one of the old cabinets that I thought could be very useful as maybe a pantry. And so we ended up keeping that, cleaning that out. And then we changed out brand new plumbing for the washer and dryer here. And we added a little light fixture. These are more or less a brand new hot water heater that's here. The existing furnace from the HVAC unit. So that's still great condition and working. And then we have a updated panel. We had to update the, something was wrong with the electrical panel, which we updated, and then we added a new brand new side door, as you can see earlier. And you can see before and after there's a bunch of mold that was around there. But that is it for the tour. Crazy renovation, right? So much value that was added to this property, as you guys clearly saw before and after in the tour. And let's jump into how I got the deal. Like I said before in the beginning of the video, I bought the deal from another sub-2 student, and I had no competition, zero, not a niche. Nobody but me had first dibs on this property, and I am more than happy to say that I paid this guy right below $36,000. I'll have the HUD statement right over here so you guys can see that I'm not BSing, that I pay for deals. I will pay you for deals. So make sure you guys send me your deals and I can get you paid. But I had no competition. It was, I saw this one day, he sent the deal to me. I love the area. I ran comps and boom, I walked the property and then I bought it, signed the contract, and then we end up going to closing probably shortly, another 2 weeks, 3 weeks afterwards. So boom, done. All right guys, how long did it take me to renovate the property from start to finish? It took me 3 months or 12 weeks. It's all documented on my Instagram, so make sure you guys give me a follow and check out the iterative process of the rehab. Next, how long did it take you to sell the property after you finished the renovations? I put the property on the MLS, and it took 1 day for it to go under contract. I got a over asking purchase price, and we're closing on November 25th. All in a matter of 4.5 months from start to finish. How much did everything cost on the renovation? Okay, I spent $75,529.75, and I can show it up right over here, the estimated repairs, and actually how much money I spent. And then I estimated the repairs to be $72,720, and I was off by $2,809.75. Dude, that's pretty freaking good. I gotta say, that's like almost on the money. Yo, so how much money are you making, Phil, on this property? Okay, so, and during this recording, this is before I actually know the real numbers. So my projected net profits on this property as a flip is gonna be $69,676.38. I'm also a realtor, so I'm listing it with myself, and I'm paying myself 1%, which is an additional $3,800 in commissions. So my projected net profits is gonna be $73,476.38, or it's gonna be $532.43 per day, my man. So the learning lessons that I have for this particular project and all my projects that I've been showing you guys on my video on my channels is that I've implemented everything that I've learned previously into this particular project, which made this project so successful in the long run. So that is the only lesson that I have, is that I've been learning from my mistakes, and then I move it forward to make it pay dividends in the future. So make sure you guys do the same for you so you can generate more money for yourself. Okay, watch this video right here where I lost over $14,000 on a bad partnership. I mean, this video will give you so many lessons that I personally learned. It's probably easily worth $50,000 of just value. Or you can watch this video right here where I walk through a rat-infested house, my latest fix and flip, and you can learn how I do my process. Oh, and one last thing here. Make sure you send me your deals. I'm a cash buyer in Richmond. I would love to pay you again. And lastly, make sure you guys join the free Facebook group because I'll be dropping so much value in this group. I'll see you guys in the next one. Check the link in the description below.